Hello Jambites, welcome to Class Bridge, your bridge to clarity. My name is Igmela Kendi Daniel, popularly known as Poco Apoko, and I'll be your online English tutor. Now, Class Bridge is an educational platform that exposes you to concepts, to topics on different subjects of interest. Now, for those of you preparing for JAMB, although known as UTME, you need to understand some things with the use of English, which is a subject that is peculiar and everyone must attempt. As long as you want to take the exam, you cannot run away from English language, as opposed to mathematics, where some art students and some people say, oh no, I don't want to offer any course that will make me write mathematics in exam in UTME. No, English is not like that. You do not have a choice, and the only alternative you have is to do what? Is to pass it. And that is why we are here. Class Bridge will definitely make that happen with your cooperation and your effort as well. So in this video, I will be exposing you to the things you need to understand as regards the use of English in the UTME as given to you in JAMB. So pay attention. We have four aspects where questions will be drawn from, and the first is comprehension. I'll try as much as possible to touch on all of this and make you understand what you need to know and how to attempt them. Now, in comprehension, you are going to be given two passages and questions will be given under it. Of course, you've always been familiar with that throughout your secondary school education, where you have a comprehension passage and then questions will be asked, and then you find out the answer from the comprehension passage. But I need you to understand that comprehension passages contain two different types of questions. We have the factual questions and we have the inferential questions. Now, the factual questions are those questions that you find the answer in the comprehension passage. You can see it, they are very obvious. But an inferential question, you may not be able to find the answer directly from the comprehension passage, but you need to infer. It's going from the word infer. You need to infer, that is, you have to task your brain, look deeper into the comprehension passage and do what? Get your answer from it. However, don't get it wrong. You do not have much time, so you also have to be what? Time conscious. And let me give you a tip or an hack, as the case may be. You can read your question first before going to the comprehension passage. That helps your brain to actually look out for questions, and that is because of you do not have time. However, not all the time that we advise students to actually do that. But because you need to be time conscious, you can look through the questions and then go to the passage. That way, your brain is able to quickly do what? Identify answers and places of interest. Now, the next one we'll be looking at is lexis and structure. Lexis and structure tests how well you know how to read, how well you know how to write the language. That is, names, the aspect of synonyms, antonyms, interpretation of sentences, and all of that. You'll be given options, of course, don't forget. But the way it is easy to pass, it is also easy to fail. So guesswork is not required when you are writing your UTME. You have to be sure. Clarity is needed. And of course, like we said, Class Bridge. It is your bridge to clarity. Moving on, we'll be looking at the oral aspect, which is a part that students fear a lot and they love to run away from it. I know for a fact that out of 100% or out of 100 group of students that we have, a group of 100 students that we have, as the case may be, at least 60 to 80 would say, if possible, let us take out oral English from the aspect of English. But fear not, Class Bridge is here to see you through all of these aspects. So oral English is where you'll be tested on how you pronounce words, rhymes, stress, different aspects of stress, word stress, emphatic stress, and all of that. However, just like the word or the name implies, oral, it tests how you speak the language correctly. And the last one, which people do not pay attention to, is the prescribed novel. The prescribed novel for the year. You need to read the novel and understand. However, not many questions come up on the novel, but you need to understand that the fact that your friend found only 5 questions from the novel, it doesn't mean you will also find 5 questions from the novel. Yours might be 3. It differs. So you need to understand that this exam is individualistic. It is not collective. The question might be different from the question of the person coming after you or before you. So these are the aspects that you are going to be facing in the UTME. And I believe that with this short explanation, you have gotten yourself familiarized with the things that you need to know about the exam. As time goes on, subsequent sessions, we are going to be looking at these different aspects. We're going to be attending to some questions and we'll be exposing them more. Thank you very much for watching and God bless you. See you in the next class. Please do not forget to like, Do not forget to subscribe, very important, and do not forget to share it. Share it why definitely you would not regret joining us in this class. Thank you.